I'll make this a short but super important video if you want to make money this week and in February. I'm going to be giving you a lot of research on how to make money. No master classes, no webinars, nothing. I'm just going to get to the point. I respect your time. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about Sofi. As you can see here on the screen, Sofi is currently trading just under $14 per share. Sofi has pulled back from $18, actually over $18, and it was at the top of the Bollinger Band. And now Sofi is under the 50-day moving average. Volatility is a really good opportunity to jump in, and we have pulled back to another really good entry. The sales growth has accelerated in the third quarter over 30% year over year, and the non-lending segment is contributing more and more to that growth. I'm a long-term bull, and I'm taking a DCA approach with Sofi. I'm first of all selling $14 puts on the stock right now because I think it's an incredible value to jump in. In fact, you can see here how Sofi had a huge bounce from $14.17 and another huge bounce from $14.17. This was a double bounce, and this pattern is actually really important because it tells you that investors see a lot of potential in Sofi, and every time it reaches around $14 per share, there's a huge demand for the stock. I'm telling you, hold Sofi. It is a millionaire maker, and a good entry into the stock is $14. However, you can also sell 14.5 put options for the March expiration. As it grows its platform today, Sofi has so much potential, and more members that sign up and engage, the more products that Sofi is going to sell on the back end. You see, Sofi is actually scaling and reaching real profitability. It's reported positive net income for 4 quarters now, and it's expecting that to be a given at this point going forward. Net income was $61 million in the third quarter, up from $267 million of a loss last year. So we have a huge breakthrough in Sofi. Now, I also want to show you something that I was looking at, which is Anthony Noto. He's the CEO. He has 83,000 followers on Twitter. Well, we call it X now, right? This is very important because the CEO is actually building a personal brand. You can see the same thing with Elon Musk and Tesla. Building a personal brand and having a CEO that has a strong personality, a strong presence online is actually a really big benefit for Sofi, and also makes me bullish because the social velocity on social media for Sofi is really positive right now. And don't mistake it, the stock market doesn't just go up because of fundamentals or technicals. It goes up because investors are buying it. More investors are talking about it, and there's social velocity. This is a very important factor. Now, check it out. Sofi, what I want to show you in the summary is this is a $16 billion market cap. And with a $16 billion market cap, this stock can absolutely double to a $32 billion market cap. That's not that hard because this is a smaller cap company. This is actually a medium cap company, but it's much smaller compared to some of the big, huge companies that are in the space, right? Like the older, more traditional banks. So Sofi, what makes it really unique is it has innovation and it's disrupting the market. It's a mid-sized bank and it has a digital-first tech approach. This is amazing because if you look at companies like Goldman Sachs, my former employer, they're not innovating at all. This company hasn't innovated inside their offices. They have like Windows 98 or something like that. Sofi is disrupting these banks. They're making these banks look like dinosaurs. And Sofi stock offers a really good risk to reward ratio. In the next 1 year, I expect Sofi stock to be a $20 stock. In the next 2 years, I think this can be a $30 stock. And in 3+ years, it can be a $50+ stock. This is a very similar stock to Palantir before Palantir blew up. And we see what happened with Palantir. It went up over $100 and it's still going up. So it's the same thing for Sofi. Once the stock gets more momentum, I'm telling you, I'm buying it bicep over tricep right now. I'm wearing something a little bit different today, but I'm telling you, this stock, it has a lot of potential. And by combining technology, payments, and banking business into one agile model, Sofi is challenging the standard banking structure. Sofi is set to benefit from falling interest rates, a favorable regulatory environment, and tax reform, which enhances its competitive advantage. This is what is going to help Sofi. All right, let's move on from Sofi and let's talk about SPY in the general market. I'm purchasing SPY on any weakness that I see in the market right now. Let me help you understand and digest the market. DeepSeek came out and they shocked the entire market with their AI model that was built for $6 million. It was kind of built for 6 million, but it was based off of ChatGPT data. So they were doing something called distillation, which is taking models that already exist and then using that model's basic feedback to build a new model. Okay, so it's kind of like cheating, but hey, no judgment. This is an overall good thing. This creates an opportunity because we have more AI advancement. We're in an AI arms race with China, and the big AI companies, they were crushed. Their market cap went down $500 billion. It's freaking insane. $500 billion. Okay, I'm jumping out of my seat because there's so much opportunity right now. In a bull market, when there's bad news, it is digested quickly. That's what we see happening right now. We see a quick digestion in the market, and as the market goes down, this is still business as usual for me. I'm purchasing on any weakness. I'm dollar cost averaging. And Tom Lee said that investors want to see how 2025 goes. Well, we've had the first month now that has passed, right? January is behind us. We're in almost mid-February now. And Tom Lee said that he sees the S&P 500 at $7,000 mid-year in 6 months from when he said that. We have 5 months left. And I'm extremely bullish because so far my returns in January were $243,000, over a 7% return in January. And that's a lot of it is from Palantir, but a lot of it is from the other holdings that I have and the other stocks I'm going to cover in this video. And I want to point out, even if AI only returns 10% this year, instead of my base case 20%, I still think we're going to see a really big rise in S&P 500. This quick clip actually explains perfectly why I am bullish on the entire market, not just the Mag 7 top stock. So watch this quick 60-second clip.
Stephanie, I love this first line in your notes. There's more to life than the Mag 7.
Oh, you stole it from me.
Sometimes it, well, I credited you. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like it, does it?
No, I mean, if you look at the top 50 stocks by performance returns year to date, only one of them is in the Mag 7, and it's Meta, where you just talked about. I think the reason why Meta has been rallying so much is because, two words, one phrase, DeepSeek. I think, they're a consumer of AI and they're going to be a lot cheaper. I'm excited, though. I think there are a lot of names that are doing well, and all of it comes down to the fact that there's more of a focus on what the companies are actually doing, in my opinion. Like who the company management is, what they're making, what they're doing, and what their valuations are because of the current levels of interest rates.
How are you thinking about these names in the here and now? I've heard from most. Now Amazon tonight, and then I said we got to wait a little bit for Nvidia, which is, arguably the most important one of all, yeah, because of, as Stephanie said, DeepSeek and the developments that have been around that name.
My mind's changing a little. I mean, I've been a bit of a broken record for 3 years. I hear just saying you got to be at least market weight. Don't let them hurt you. You don't really know anything anyone else doesn't. I was just listening to that conversation. I looked up, there's 79 buys and 4 holds on Amazon, and the 4 holds aren't from any of the biggest 20 firms. Like it's hard to have a differentiated bullish view, and that's been why I wanted to at least be market weight and just don't let it hurt me. But I'm evolving a little bit more to the negative a little bit.
All right, we saw 79 bullish analysts on Amazon, and only 4 of them are bearish. All of Wall Street, guys, is bullish right now. Everyone, okay? This is psychological. And I want to point out that the market right now is like a herd of cattle. They're all running into one direction. They're all going in one place, which is buying more stocks. This is the only game in town. So right now, this is not a hard market to make money. If you sell puts to get into high quality companies, if you dollar cost average into high quality companies, you're going to see a big rise in 2025, okay? Especially all the stock picks I'm going to give you guys on YouTube if you're subscribed. The valuations are going to rise as well because GDP will increase. At the end of the day, companies make more money when their revenues go up. How do revenues go up? When consumers have more money, when businesses have more money, when productivity is higher. Okay, when productivity is higher, then we get more stuff done in the economy. When we get more stuff done, we produce more. I am extremely bullish for 2025 because the AI race that we're having right now is a very good thing for knowledge workers, for productivity increases. This is a big factor in macroeconomics, which was a lot of what I studied back in college. All right, I want to move on from the S&P 500 and the general market. Now I want to jump into Palantir Technologies because Palantir has been in a huge tear. Palantir stock is like a rocket. It went from $82 per share to over $100 per share, and now we're at over $110 per share. I want to show you my position on Palantir and what I'm doing right now. So I currently have $311,000 on Palantir. I'm up $247,000. I have 2,800 shares here in my portfolio. I have several different option positions. I have sold some put options here in the short term. I put this straight out on my Discord. I have some more sell puts. These sell put positions are all basically worthless because the stock continues continues to rise in value, I'm incredibly bullish for Palantir. I think the next stock that we see for Palantir is going to be $150 per share. I'm really proud of this one, and Palantir generates more than half of its revenue from the government contracts that it has. I'm extremely bullish because the government, they have a lot of taxpayer money and they are spending it like crazy. The government is not efficient at all. So if you're paying a lot of taxes and you're giving it to the government, at least benefit. Get into a company like Palantir, which is creating a lot of opportunity by taking money back from the government in a way, but they're also really innovating. They have an AI play. They're really fantastic for a data play. And the government, honestly, they love to kind of scam. And that's my opinion. They're going to raise a lot more debt in the country, unfortunately. And right now, it's imperative that you get rich, because if you don't get rich, you're losing to inflation, okay? Everything is becoming more expensive in America. You probably have seen for yourself, housing is going up, energy is going up, food's going up, okay? And the quality in many ways is going down. In this time right now, you need to make money. And one of the best ways to make money is by benefiting from a high growth company. Unfortunately, I will say that Palantir does make money from war. And I don't like to see what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, okay? I'm in Eastern Europe right now, okay? They're making money from Middle East, okay? And they're making money from cyber warfare in many ways. I don't like this, but you know, Palantir is making a lot of money. They are essential to how governments are playing the overall world economy, right? How the world economy works with war, with data, with cyber warfare, with artificial intelligence. You have to be absolutely nuts not to be invested in Palantir. You have to be out of your mind to be missing this opportunity. If you want to get rich, buy Palantir, hold it. I'm not an expert on timing. I don't know how to time the stock, okay? If I knew, I would have more of my money in here, okay? I would put my entire $4 million into Palantir. I didn't do that. I have a modest 8% of my money in Palantir, okay? I've made significant money. I wish I made more, okay? But I can't predict the future. I'm telling you, you have to dollar cost average. And if you've made tens of thousands of dollars and you're subscribed, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm happy that you're making money. It's not just about, you know, am I making money? It's about if we're making money. It makes me really happy. So thanks a lot for, you know, trusting me in this whole process. You know, we'll make another Palantir update video now. I want to keep getting to the point. I want to keep this video short. So let's go over the next stock, which is going to be Tesla. Now, Tesla, you know, I'll be honest with you, the stock is under $400 per share. I've covered Tesla a couple of, you know, times now, week after week, and I said 400 sell put is the move. Now, Tesla is under $400. So, you know, I'm going to admit what happened. I would not call this a mistake. The truth is, it's been a tough past 2 weeks, but I literally have zero concern. Zero concern. That's because Tesla stock, it's trading for a good valuation. Look at this Bollinger Band. It's at the very bottom of the Bollinger Band. This stock is about to pull up. Yes, this week has been tough. This week we're down like 7% on the week. It is edging below. It's well actually below the 50-day moving average. But in Musk, we Trump, and in Trump, we Musk. Okay, Musk told analysts on the Q4 earnings call that in 2025, Tesla will continue to lay the groundwork for an epic 2026 and a ridiculous 2027, 2028, okay? That's based on artificial intelligence, full autonomous vehicle driving, and the Optimus humanoid robot products, according to Elon Musk. So listen, I'm telling you, Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they're like buddy right now. You know, I'm telling you, a big move is about to happen. They're about to make some big business moves, and I'll tell you, I also want to point out, things do take time. It's not going to be overnight. Big business moves are going to happen. They're cooking up some tikka masala special right now. They're opening a turkey Thanksgiving dinner coming up early, right? We're not even near November right now, but they're about to have a big turkey, tikka masala on the side, some salads, some all kinds of things on the side, orange juice, fresh orange juice, because this is a big announcement that's going to be coming up in June, which is, I think, arguably the biggest announcement besides the earnings call, was that they're going to have unsupervised full self-driving, or FSD, will come as a paid service in Austin, Texas in June. So get ready for June. It's not that far away. Don't mess with the stock. Don't sell it and try to rebuy it. Don't start panicking that it's down. Just hold. Hold it with your biceps. Hold it with the triceps. I'm telling my parents the same thing. My parents are trying to trade this stock up and down. It's down, it's up. Henry, what do? Don't trade it. We're investors, not traders. You can buy it now and do a 400 covered call. I think the 400 covered call is a phenomenal idea, because while you wait, you can get paid. Let me show you what this looks like. Instead of just waiting on Tesla and being concerned, create income. do a covered call. So for example, if I go to trade Tesla options, you go to sell call right now and you go for before June, don't go into June. I'm telling you, don't go into June. Go before June, all right? If you see the 420 call, this thing is going for $2,800 per contract. That's insane money. You have, $50 of upside from the current price of 370 and you get paid 2,800 bucks on top of that. That's insane money, crazy money. And there's no magic short-term solution to Tesla coming down, but mark my words, get ready for June. Our next stock I want to cover is Nvidia. All right, Nvidia, I think we have had a good support level. We have hit a floor, so it is time to buy. A lot of people ask me, should I be buying Nvidia? Absolutely, yes. This stock has already popped up. This stock went down way too cheap, so forget it. You're not going to see cheap levels like that again. Right now, Microsoft expects to spend roughly $80 billion to build out its AI infrastructure this year, okay? And for example, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, he said that tech leaders will be spending an estimated $2 trillion over the next few years to build out AI data center infrastructure, okay? This opportunity is more than just a potential growth area for Nvidia. This is actually going to be Nvidia going to potentially $4 and $5 trillion. Nvidia remains the best way to play the AI infrastructure build out. And this trade, I think, is at a very attractive valuation. I would buy Nvidia right now, literally hand over fist, bicep over tricep. Anything under 130 is no problem. You can even sell. This is very interesting. I would sell 130, sell put for March expiration because it has amazing juicy premium. And yes, it's actually in the money. I would be selling in the money puts. That's how bullish I am right now on Nvidia. So in my mind, this is the #1 safe stock to buy. All the bad news has already come in. We already had DeepSeek come in. We had DeepSeek crush the market. Nvidia went down and we're already seeing it. Business as usual, baby. Things are coming back and they're coming back really quick. So I would say that Nvidia is a no-brainer purchase. I have a lot of Nvidia shares. I have over $1 million of Nvidia in my other portfolio, and I have many Nvidia options that I'm very bullish on. So, looking at a company, even like Amazon, they just recently warned investors, same thing as Microsoft. Amazon just warned investors that it could face capacity constraints for its cloud computing division, despite plans to invest $100 billion. So companies are investing $100 billion. They still don't got enough AI. They still need more money for their data centers. They still need more money for, chips to run these AI services and capabilities. So this is really good news for Nvidia. Now I want to wrap it up with AMD. Look, chip buyers, they want to see more competition amongst AI chip makers, okay? AMD really intends to provide that. I'm not as bullish on AMD as I am on Nvidia, but it has tremendous support and a tremendous opportunity because the AMD CEO, Lisa Su, she's focused on innovation and efficiency, and she's identifying markets where AMD could excel. This AI pie is huge. AMD performance has been tough. I'll admit that. The stock is down, but I'm also going to be honest with you. I invested $75,000 of my money into AMD. That's 1.5% of my allocation. That's because I understand risk management. I understand position sizing, and I am personally going to double down on my small position. I'm going to double down because I went in with a small bet. And I think this is a fantastic opportunity because the AI pie is huge. You can't just be in Nvidia. It also makes sense to have some diversification and have something that is also part of that pie. AMD CPUs are already eating into Intel's market share, and now their GPUs are creeping into AI data centers. If they just gain a fraction of NVIDIA's dominance, the upside can be absolutely massive. So the valuation matters, and AMD is trading for a more reasonable valuation multiple than Nvidia. It's far more reasonable. So while Nvidia is the king, AMD offers a good risk-adjusted way to get AI exposure without the same extreme premiums that you're paying for Nvidia. Again, I am a big believer in Nvidia, but I can't say that it's cheap. AMD, it's cheap. At least my comp analysis that I did and I worked on for multiple hours, it shows that this would be a good mix for AI exposure for diversity. So subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have another update for you guys very soon.